At the end of last episode, we were coming off of a 21-point loss in the Sun Belt Conference Championship to Arkansas State. Now we have a bowl game to go past, get into the offseason, get into some transfer portal stuff, and then start the season. As always, hopefully you like, comment, subscribe, all the good things, all the good vibes. Let's get into it, guys. Again, 21-point loss to Arkansas State. That was a big loss because if we won the Sun Belt Conference, it would have put us in the college football playoffs. At the time, we were the 14th ranked team. So all we had to do is walk out of the Sun Belt Conference Championship game with a dub, and we're in the CFP. Now, were we going to get demolished? Absolutely, more than likely. Because we got demolished by Arkansas State. We could not beat we could not beat West Virginia. So there's a strong chance we would have gotten just absolutely demolished. Shout out to David Love, 3-star linebacker, Mike recruit, verbally committed and everything. But yes, like it is what it is. But again, we had a successful season. After that loss to West Virginia, we rattled off 11 straight wins and got to the conference championship game. So it was definitely it was a successful season first year. Trinidad Chambliss won the Heisman Award. Real possibility heading into the 2026 college football season in real life over with Ole Miss. Cross Johnson, best return. Look at this, guys. He got the Jet Award, 37 attempts, 808 yards, and a return for a touchdown. And he's been out for weeks. We still are a top 25 ranked team. We play Bowling Green in the 68 Ventures Bowl, looks like. So again, we're a top 20 team, right? We're a top 20 team, and that feels good. Let's look at the actual CFP bracket. And the team we beat, we're their only loss. Appalachian State is the 9th overall team in the country. That should have been us, but we lost to Arkansas State. And yeah, it's just something that's going to fuel my desire to build the strongest team possible from here on out. Let's look at, again, the top 25 here, right? Like the fact that App State's 9, we have Texas State 9-3. Texas State is 25, man. Shout out to them. But yes, so App State gets to face off against Boise. Looks like in the first round of the playoffs. We do have two schools that won us. Oregon State was a 2-star school, 2-star program, and Southern Miss. I don't know if I don't believe I want to go to either one. I want to stick at CCU, stick to the home roots, right? And everything. Stay close to home. And yeah, I'm gonna remain in Conway, South Carolina. We did a good job, I think, really addressing the trenches and getting some long-term options and everything. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you guys aren't getting kickers and punters, especially kickers, shout out to EA. The kicking talent has been so much better on this game. But David Love, we got him in. He's a hard commit. We were able to do some good things. Jamison Fouts, Olumbo, Nate Slotman, Vaughn Tompkins, getting Frederick Vaughn, Emilio Lopez, Bostic, Farrell, O'Donnell, Emmanuel Yeast. You know, we did some good things addressing through high school recruiting the most important pieces of the puzzle for us going into everything. We need to hire staff, right? We lost our DC. I think he took another job. I'm gonna be honest, our defense wasn't great, so I don't really care. It's not something I really truly worry about. Let's be honest, right? I'm not overly concerned. So here, just like we don't have a lot of NIL. I have 85 dynasty points, or not NIL, but dynasty points. Yeah, I have to go after some guys who are expecting 0, and they're cool getting that 0. They're basically interns because they're getting paid nothing, and they're gonna want money in dynasty points next year, which may turn out to be right. May turn out to be, but I went after a master motivator and a tactician because I'm the recruiting. I have the recruiting situation, which I didn't want to play that bowl game, but we did win the game. I simulated past it. We won the 68 Ventures Bowl over Bowling Green, which I figured we would. right? We got Courtney Pilgrim to become our new defensive coordinator next year, so that's good. Get to lock him in and have our coaching staff solidified there and whatnot. And I'm just ready to get to we got the trophy and everything, and I'm ready to get to the next place. Because for us, I mean, you look at our season, man, we had a really good season. And let's see what we did against Bowling Green. We won 34-23. How did the team actually operate? Their quarterback got sacked 5 times, threw the ball nearly 50 times, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions for 340 yards. They had a good offensive performance. Good offensive performance in this game overall. Roquan Barber, 18 of 35, 243, two touchdowns. Zach Courtney led us in receiving. Nicely didn't have the best game. Offensive line looks like they weren't able to create as many running lanes for him. Kopic had 3 receptions and 2 of them went for touchdowns. Ahmad Poole, 2 sacks. So yeah, again, we had 5 sacks in the game, and that's what I like to see, man. We want to get pressure, baby. We want to get pressure, and really put these quarterbacks on ice, right? Make them feel that contact throughout the whole game. So yeah, so we're good. It's Ole Miss. Looks like Ole Miss and Ohio State in the national championship game and everything. Again, we were 9-0 in Sun Belt Conference, and we got all three. First, we got all three. We made a bowl game. We got all of so we get those extra dynasty points, and what a shootout! Ohio State beat Ole Miss by 2 points, and so not only did Ole Miss have the Heisman winner, but they also made the CFP. Shout out to Ole Miss, man. But yeah, so oh man, we now we got to reset the roster situation, right? And we got Gardner, Nicely, Washington, Shadavian Bradley, Clayton Kopic, Dalen Alexander. We have Javon Edwards. Who am I going to keep on this team? I had a trio of wide receivers, 2 really good running backs, but I got to go to the number one guy to me, even though it doesn't show that he has the highest overall. I'm gonna make sure that we lock in Robbie Washington. That's just yeah, him and Shadavian Bradley. I need to have that speed rusher 6'6", 240 off the edge. I'm gonna go ahead and give him 140 NIL. Right, we got Gardner. I want to keep him as well, but let's see. Is there anybody I'm not willing to keep? Let's get those. That. Let's go ahead and take that to 0. Roquan, I want to keep Roquan. Number 1, so up him to 70. I want to keep him. He helped engineer us to that winning streak, or really took over. I want to keep Bailey as well. I do like what I see from him and everything. So it's not a lot of guys I feel like I have to keep on this team, right? And really what I like to do is I just test to see, okay, if I go to the right and start offering them how much, because like they said the expected is like 30 for some guys, right? For White, the corner. And then when you get to 30, he wants 60. He wants double that, right? I'm not, Roquan Barber said 35. He wanted double that. He wanted 70, right? McDowell, he wanted double. He said 10. I had to give him 20 to make sure I secure him. Look at it. Same thing with Shadavian Bradley. Same thing with Robbie Washington. It's probably gonna be the same thing if I decide to give Clayton Kopic his deal, right? In his situation. So you have to think about it from that aspect of like, man, like, yeah, it's like that. So give Gardner. Gardner didn't take double. I give him 80. So right now, Robbie Washington and Tristan Gardner, those guys are returning. We're trying to keep them for sure. Let's see how much it's going to cost to keep Booker. Booker wasn't moving. I'm not trying to overspend. Just to be honest, I'm just not. I'm not in that headspace or that place to just. We get to 35 and you're not really moving like that. Like, I'm fine. I'll go somewhere else. Let's see what Clayton Kopic. I mean, he had a good season, right? He had a good season. Yeah, Clayton Kopic is going to take me well over 100 as well. So the fact that he wants more than Gardner is to be okay with returning is just nah. I'm good, right? Bostic, our corner, he's returning, but he's staying in school. You're 74 overall, man. I'm like no, I'm not giving Woods 100 NIL or any of that stuff, man. I'm trying to keep some of the backers and the lower overall guys and see, okay. White. He did 30, didn't even make him budge. He didn't even answer, text me back when I text him 30. So I'm good. Like if you're not gonna give me a call back or a text back, say, okay, coach, I could work with that. We got to bring back Cross. Cross on the zero NIL. I gave him 10, man. I didn't have to, but I did it anyway. Because that dude is a game changer for our team, right? Not only is he gives us wide receiver depth, same thing. Tristan Glass, he wants 40. I would like to keep him because now he's not the most athletic guy, but he's 6'5", 205. Right? I might have some other plans for him, a position change. Okay? Like, I'm just being honest. Because if I can take care of some key things here, it it's in scouting, we always say for NFL teams, you don't go into the grocery store hungry. You don't. It just is what it is. And what that means is we're gonna go through some. I want to upgrade. I want to upgrade to a premier facility. That would be 450 dynasty points. Do I do it? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It is what it is. I want to upgrade. So yeah, I want to upgrade. Yeah, I think it takes effect next off season. So cool. Let's go from there, right? And see what I'm not going. I don't think I'm gonna do anything else because I only have 600 dynasty points left available. But point is just a simple fact that where we are, like, and back to my point of the whole, you don't go to the grocery store hungry. It's the same thing with drafting. You scout players, you go into the draft, you don't go into the draft with a bunch of needs. What you do is you go through free agency, you sign players to address your biggest needs if possible, and then you go into the NFL draft so you can go BPA, best player available. And that's kind of the same mentality I'm going to take with my rebuild here for Coastal Carolina. Is simply the fact that, hey, you know what I'm going to do here? I want to go ahead and not go. I don't want to go into the transfer portal hungry, where it's like I have to. I'm trying to fill roster needs and roster spots through high school recruiting. To then once we get to the actual point, we got a verbal commit from LaMichael Cohen. Looks like we have another verbal commit from Timmy Zimmons. So another Mike backer. So we close out those situations, and we're going to be good. But yeah, I'm just not trying to do. I'm not trying to do that other stuff, man. I'm just not. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I can't do it. Because it doesn't make sense. It just does not make sense for me to sit there and do that. Now look at all the guys where we have that's gonna leave. Like, we got Orgus. He stayed. Very high chance for him to stay and everything. We got some guys that I don't believe I offered, and they decided to stay. Bostic left, and we only had 2 persuasions anyway, and we got 1 of 2. So yeah, nonetheless, hey, those guys are going to leave. The guys who got the NIL, Tristan Glass didn't leave, so we look at what's available in the transfer portal here in week 1 of it. We need another Mike backer. We need 3 corners. We need 2 safeties. Like, but that's like this is what it looks like because I lost so many players to the portal, and I wasn't going to pay them what they wanted. Right? We got Kevion Johnson. I think he's somebody I might go after and everything. And I like to look to see where. Also, I like to look to find I changed the previous team, and I wanted to. I sorted it, by alphabetical order. I just wanted to come and see who was available, right? So I went and got this Croft kid from Charlotte. He's like a 2-star corner and everything. And again, I understand that I'm not going to land the 4 stars and 5 stars just yet. I gotta flesh out my roster, right? Lester Frost, I really want to go after him, the kicker. We have Lachlan Hewlett. So I wasn't sure, if I was going to go after a quarterback or not, but knowing that I do need depth, yes, I'm going after a quarterback. I got to go after some more receivers, go after more running backs and everything like that, and use the points that I have wisely in this situation. Jameel Cross, 6', 210. Go ahead and try and get as many of these guys that we have available, right? The quarterback situation, we have Jaden Hart. Go ahead and give him some of the NIL and whatnot. Throw 25 hours on him. We have Jerry O'Cobb. because I don't want to be in a position where my depth is being tested. Right, we got a 1-star Trayon Webb. Go ahead and offer him 5 NIL and see what we can, what type of momentum we can build there. Slate Ashley. Desmond James is somebody I absolutely wanted. He's only a 1-star, but listen, this guy's a freak athlete, 6'2", 195. In real life, I remember there was discussions about him because I believe he transferred to Cal. It was like last offseason. He's like really fast, explosive, top end speed. That's what kind of helps me. Like, where some names like in the transfer portal I know, unless it's like somebody I have never heard or watched before. I didn't have to scout Desmond James. I know what he can do. I know what he's capable of, right? I don't Doesn't really matter. I know if there's a player that I know their name and what they offer, I'm fine, right? So trying to go ahead and lock in and offer, like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to offer everyone on this list because again I have 17 hours left available. 7 now. And because you get like 5 hours comes off the board when you offer, no matter if you offer NIL or not, when you offer that scholarship, it is 5 hours. So it is what it is. So we're in week 2. We have 137 new hours available. So house call. Again, some of these guys, we don't have the best hard sell, but I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to. I just saw. Okay, there it is. House call. There it is. I'm not afraid to hard sell. You know what I mean? Scared money don't make no money, baby. Like I got to, I'm trying to do what I got to do, right? We got Tavon Logan. We make some Lachlan Hewlett. He's a dual threat, 6'1", 195 pound quarterback. And yeah, like I feel like just he's a transfer freshman. So I feel like this is a guy, depending on what his overall will be, and depending on what his developmental trait will be, we will be in a situation where if through, of course, the training results stage, maybe Roquan is still the starter, and then I can, if he's not been redshirted, maybe I redshirt Hewlett, right, or whatever the case may be. But I think that's what we want to do. That's what we want to try and make sure we have the depth we need. And look at there, immediately jump to number 1 for Desmond James, and I'm definitely I need that type of speed because yes, we had some speed receivers. We didn't have anybody with 95 speed at receiver last year because that just is what we didn't have a 93, 94, 95, 96. We didn't have that type of speed. Desmond James is a burner, and that's in real life. And I know that EA didn't had to treat him well because he's a legit speedster. That's his calling card. So yeah, some of these guys, as you see, I didn't offer them anything. I didn't put anything on. Like it was what it was, and I have to be smart about it. That's really it. I just have to be smart about it. Go ahead and once we're in, like, guys are ready to, I can soft sell. I'm either going to I am either going to soft sell or I am going to sway early instead of just going straight hard sell, just so I can preserve some recruiting hours for at least a week or two, and then I go all out. So Jameel Craw, like, surprised that because I didn't offer him the first time, right? So in week 1. So week 2, definitely go ahead and give him the NIL that he's asking for. And then I can only put 15 hours on him, right? So here we are. Now we that's the end of week 2 recruiting. And let's see what we can do in week 3, because week 3 and 4 is going to be very, very pivotal for us overall. So we are in first place in a lot of these battles. We're in second place for a couple guys, right? So Croft, immediately we went to number 1. Simpson Hunt, other corner, same thing, right? So Jaden Brown Demery, we're in second for him, but we jumped to second. We're already in the close to, like, getting that verbal commitment from Desmond James, but we have this 6'5", 205 elusive route runner. That's my first time seeing a guy that big who's an elusive route runner. Then we have Keenan Ortega Whiteside. that name kind of haunts me a little bit. That Arcega Whiteside, because was it J.J. Arcega Whiteside when he came out of Stanford, the big 6'4", 6'5" receiver. I remember early in my scouting career, I was all in on him and Akeem Butler. Shout out to Akeem. He made a successful career cooking the XFL and then the UFL. And he's been the best player, one of the best players, not the best player there for past couple years and everything. And he keeps getting, training camp invites. And hopefully I would like for a team to be able to just kind of, hey, give him a chance in the regular season roster and give him some targets, right? But we did lose Javon Edwards and Dominic Nicely. Okay, we are in second place for Lachlan Hewlett and everything with Iowa State. We both had the same pipeline tier, so it is what it is. We did lose some ground on Tavon Logan, Markel Shaughnessy. We are, I think, are in first place for him. So yeah, like it's it's a tight end. Just want to continue to, because again, guys, like we got guys on our board I have not offered a thing to. And I try to, because just a little recruit. I'm gonna do a video later on this week, but a recruiting thing I do. I got a hard commit from LaMichael Cohen, whatever. Timmy Simmons, hard commit, so that's good. Go ahead and get lock that down. Desmond James, hard commit from him. Really excited about that. Even though he's a 1-star, guys, I don't care. Kavion Johnson looks like a hard commit there. So yeah. So we got four hard commits. Got locked out because we lost the Lachlan Hewlett situation. It says we need 3 quarterbacks. So let's see what is available out there. And my God, are you serious? Is that Austin Simmons, Drake Lindsay, Eli Holstein, Dylan Raiola, Kenny Minchie? We got some options here. We got 445 dynasty points available for NIL. We're probably going to have to burn through that for one of these quarterbacks. Yes, I know Roquan was big for us, but guys, I'm just saying, man, I'm looking at Kenny Minchie, the dual threat, 6'2", 211. Right? Now, he's open. Both of these guys are open. Stanford's in the mix, but it looks like Memphis is the one who wants Kenny Minchie the most right now and everything. Playing style is his deal breaker. I don't really like that personally. I hate that. But because if we were to keep him for this year and then try to bring him back next year, it was like we're going to probably have to pay him out the wazoo. Like out the wazoo, man. My goodness. Dylan Raiola, playing time. It's a C, and we meet that. And I don't even know why it's a C, because we got Roquan, but Roquan ain't better than him. So we're gonna go with Dylan Raiola, and we're about to offer him whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to get Dylan Raiola 285 to make him interested. Can we get 320 to make him very interested? We're gonna go with 320, I think. Yes, let's do it. Leaves us with 125. We're gonna send the house at him. We got this Stephen Cannon kid and everything. We're going to bring on some 2-star safeties and whatnot, because that's a spot I'm going to have to really recruit through high school probably in this next season. Is trying, get that situated. We got Andrew Dixon. I'm sorry. I'm but the ER on the kid's name. Greg Vincent. So not the most talented guys in terms of their star rating, but I can tell you right now, I don't care. I need to get some talent in here. Stephen Cannon, he's got us at number 1, right? He's got us at number 1. But I'm trying to go after Dylan Raiola, 6'3", 230, Pat Mahomes Jr., they say. Why not? Why not? Why should I not do it? So, Jerry Cobb, hard commit. Trayon Webb, hard commit. Jaden Brown Demery, hard commit. Calvin Simpson Hunt, hard commit. Jameel Croft, hard commit. Dylan Raiola, hard commit. Let's go. Lester Frost, black kicker, hard commit. Zach Van Miller. I left some of those guys that I didn't put time on. Right? Tariq Mallory, another hard commit. Arcega Whiteside, let's go. Andrew Dixon, let's go. Greg Vincent, okay? Yes, that's what I love to see. Look at all that green, that teal. That kind of dark teal, but teal nonetheless, right? We leveling up. But yes, I am happy to see that. Look at all this. Only the Logan kid. He went to New Mexico. He said the team that nearly made the CFP, I don't want to go there. I want to go to New Mexico. Roquan Barber gets a dev trade upgrade to impact. That's going to be good if we can keep him. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys, we got training results coming up. I personally, like, as you see here, right? Some guys, I did manual. Some others, I just let the computer do their thing. Like, Cross Johnson took a step up as a receiver. Webb, he's an 81. Like, Hart, we did good through the portal, baby. Now let's look at our first recruiting board and everything of the new year. Let's take a look at that here before we get into our very first game of the season. We have an FCS team for week 1. I'm not playing that. I'm gonna let the team do their thing. But week 2, we're hosting in Conway, South Carolina, West Virginia, our new rival that I plan on putting BTA to. I promise you. But yes, we have some gems on the O-line. I like that. And again, even though, because I can tell you right now, even with the training results, I'm still not happy with my interior offensive line. I like what my tackles look like. My interior offensive line scares the crap out of me still. Overalls are not high enough for me in that regard. So we're going to go through everything there. We're a 77 overall. Our defense took a big step to 79. And let's see what happens, right? We've moved into first and second, top 5 in some of these situations. And who's ready? And nobody's ready for a visit. I always like to check that just to be on the safe side, right? We got Mello Fant and everything. We got Devin Cross. This is a guy I'm very excited for. He's a dual threat, 6'4", 218-pound quarterback, right? 218-pound quarterback. I want to go after him with just a ferocious attempt, right? And we're second behind Kansas State. So, and he's an athletic dual threat. Love it. So, Vi Su, one of these raw strength offensive linemen and everything. Right guard, we got Zach Bannon, another raw strength offensive guard, a 3-star gym at Nathan Hacker, speed rusher, 6', 239. That's the archetype for me. We got to talk about that sooner or later, guys, in terms of just the archetypes for what do you call it? The archetypes for like the edge rushers, right? We got a 3-star gym. I'm finding some gyms this year, guys. Like, I'm really excited about what we're doing right now in recruiting. Finding some gyms, definitely big time thing. Definitely a big time thing and a big time situation for us overall to be able to get some of these gyms and bring them into the fold, right? That's going to be a big thing for us. Malik DeVoe, like just multiple gyms, 3-star gyms at that. So I'm not even trying to go after 2 stars anymore right now. I'm looking for bigger fish, and Devin Cross, an athletic dual threat quarterback who's a 3-star gym. I expect him, if we can land him, we got another one, dual threat, 6'4", 185, 3-star dual threat quarterback as well. So I'm excited for what recruiting looks like for us right now. It's that game. It's that time. We're going to black out the crowd because it's a funeral. West Virginia is coming to Conway, South Carolina. You remember episode 1, year 1, game 1. They beat us. But it wasn't until I simulated the rest of the game, the last 2 minutes or 3 minutes or so, that they felt like they had to run up the score to make it look better. Well, like I said, the plan and the goal for us today is to go ahead and put them in the box. I needed this game. I told you I was going to make sure they were on the schedule to see us again. But this time we have a better team. I feel better about my defense. I got a better quarterback, receivers, speed, all of it. And we're about to show you what we are capable of. And we kick the ball off. They have Juelz Goff. They're trying to hype up the young running back, the junior back for West Virginia. Cam Cook is gone, but they brought back Michael Hawkins Jr., a guy who torched us last year, and they try to go outside with a stretch play, and Shadavian Bradley gets out there to make a big stop and give them nothing. and we want to do that all game long. 2nd and 14, throw it off into the flats, and we trigger to the ball. 6-yard gain. And of course, as we know, Rich Rodriguez and West Virginia, his offenses, they do a lot of speed, a lot of no huddle and everything. They get a 4-yard gain, 4th and 4, first drive ends in a punt. And we got healthy boy back there, Cross Johnson, taking the punt, and he's able to gash them for a big return. And we're across the 50 to start out at their 45. Let's give our offense. Dylan Raiola coming off a big game last week. Robbie Washington, just an offensive masterclass, simulating. It was against an FCS opponent, so it is what it is. But we're going to come out here, and we're going to play real football, right? Real football wins. Shout out to Christian Sam. And we're going to run the football, right? We're going to run the football. We're going to run more real traditional sets, under center, some single back, 12, 13 personnel. We're going to run the football as we try to figure out, and we get as many yards, 8 yards on that run, 7 to 8. It's 3rd and 1. Let's see what we can accomplish here. Give a little pre-snap. See, we try to get them all off kilter, and we run a fullback dive. You probably don't even know that was in the game. Fullback dives. But yes, get the first down. Now we're 1st and 10. We got the motion into the screen, cut back across the grain. Buy some time. Let your blocks get upfield. And Jaden Hart off the screen. First touchdown of the game. Oh, this feels different, guys. I'm just telling you. This feels different this year. Jaden Hart. Again, we lost Dominic Nicely, Javon Edwards. We had to go through the portal. We brought in about 3 or 4 running backs just to make sure we had depth and everything. But we don't have the same athletic skill sets, but it's all good. Our freshman kicker, Frost, don't see a lot of black kickers. Starting to see more nowadays, so I appreciate that. But I also want to go and go to options real quick and just show, because I remember episode 1 of last year, it says Heisman, right? Okay, just want to make sure. Somebody in the comments said, I can tell you're not playing no Heisman. Never saw the guy again. So now they want to throw a little bubble screen, and we get out there with our outside linebacker, Quist, for a 1-yard loss. This, to me, what I was able to do with this defense, I trust that guys will run the coverages as they're designed. We play in the middle of the field, and we work upfield, make a one-on-one tackle against this. What is he? He's a pure runner, not a dual threat. He's a pure runner. But his best attribute in terms of Michael Hawkins is his ability to run the football, and look at him trying to go again. But our D-line is different, man. I'm telling you, our defensive line is different this season. We want to run the ball again with Jaden Hart, or run the ball at all with Jaden Hart. Inside zone. I made a executive decision in the offseason. I don't think I talked about it earlier, but I moved Tristan Glass, our 6'5" wide receiver. I moved him to tight end, and we hit, is that Robbie? I think that's Robbie for the first down. But yes, I moved him to tight end and everything because he just wasn't athletic enough from a true speed standpoint. We got whip route and some slants. Not sure what happened there. I should have thrown it to Robbie out the slot on that whip route. That's on me. My bad, Rob. But yeah, so nonetheless, we got pressure and we get sacked. Good job. They did a good job. They protected the seams. They protected the middle of the field. Hey, that's good coverage. 3rd and 20. What can we convert here? It looks like he's playing inside leverage on Gardner. We got a deep ball, and we make the play. What a throw. Great throw. Great throw by Dylan Raiola. Dylan Raiola to Tristan Glass. There he is right there, guys. Again, 6'5", about 200, a little over 200 pounds. So he's not the ideal blocking tight end, but as a pass catcher, he's a problem. We get the ball to Robbie Washington. Gardner, I need you to hold that block just a little bit longer, big fella. Hold that block. It's 2nd and 2, and we get Webb right up the middle. Now, Webb was a 1-star transfer, and he has an 83 overall after training results. So, like what we see there, we throw the that's a drop. It's a drop. It's contact, you can call it PBU, whatever. But that's what I wanted. I wanted the corner out. He was open. Want to see my tight end. And man, no, I thought I was bad decision. Bad decision. They only hit me with the intentional grounding, which is 15 yards plus. Well, I think it's 15 yards plus loss of down. So 3rd and 26. Try to get the ball out, and that could have been a pick. I'm so happy it's not as OP as it was on 26. Anytime a defensive lineman got near a pass that was in the air, they picked it off. But they try to get the ball out quick on 1st and 10 as the first quarter is coming to a close. 2nd and 6, and of course, they go no huddle. They go quick. This is what they want to do. It's fine. Let's do it then. So they want to roll quick. They want to hand the ball off. And, I thought he was about to break that, but he gets 4. So 3rd and 2. Again, first quarter clock winding down. I didn't need them to flip the formation like that. That creates some issues. Exactly. Cheek is his name, and then that's the slot receiver for them. And he gets out of bounds after a nice catch and run because no one was where they were supposed to be because they flipped the formation, and our defense did the exact same thing instead of just, whatever. Either way. But yes, throwing the ball well. We're 2 for 3 on 3rd downs. They're 1 of 3, and I believe that was the one they just converted and everything. But our crowd is rocking. Our crowd is loving it. They are excited for this matchup. They understand that we hate this team after last week, last year, and we want to, do what we need to do. And another, sniff it out. We snuffed it out. This quick passing attack. The horizontal throws. We are there. We're clamping it down. 2nd and 11. We run the ball with Jewels and a nice run there. Getting 10 yards, almost a full 11. Making this 3rd and inches here. Try to send some pressure. But, it's risky. We're going to try it. Bootleg, and man, Cheek is wide open. I said cheek, not cheeks. Don't be weird. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Again, no huddle. They thrive off speed, and I'm going cover 0 again. I'm starting to get more and more into my pressure bag on these athletic quarterbacks. Look at him speeding up his clock. 2nd and 10, 5-11 in the second quarter. They throw another horizontal pass. We get out there. We make it a minimal gain. More no huddle. If they get any sliver of positive yardage, they're going to go no huddle. We got a 5-man front trying to get some pressure off the edge. And oh my God, come on. They beat our corner outside for a goal ball. Man, they got down in striking distance and they made the play happen. Cyrus Truff. That's a duck. Jesus, that is a terrible throw. It's ugly, but it connected, right? Let's take a quick look, right? He's 9 of 10 for like 70-something yards. So we got to clamp down, right? So I thought he's lined up outside, but he's playing. So that's on me. That's not on the corner. That's on me. I thought I had him play outside and I thought I had him playing inside and then play the outside route, like outside route commit, but I think it was the reverse. I had him playing lined up outside and then inside route commit, and that's why he got beat to the outside. That's on me. That's my fault. That's coach's fault. Just slip of the fingers, pre-snap. But 2nd and inches, we run the ball. Nice cut up by Webb. Get the first down. 1st and 10 from the 39. We have Gardner on a jet pop pass. Be patient. No, not enough blocks. I'm telling you, 80, I got to get another tight end. I got to recruit some tight ends this offseason. But we get Gardner back out in, like, he does not have 90 speed, 87, but man, he can go. Like, he opens up that stride. He can pick up and eat up some grass, man, and gain ground. We go empty here. Anytime I see empty, I like to slide. And depending on if they come out with this kind of, like I think it's like a 2-4 or whatever. Nice throw right to Christian Glass. for a big play. Man, it looked like man coverage there. But yeah, I'll go half slide and everything. Go in half slide. And that allows it to account for that outside edge rusher. So here we move hard in. We're gonna send him on a slant. I don't see a safety over the top, but I want to go over the top, and we do. Touchdown, Chanticleers, dime of a throw from Dylan Raiola to Desmond James. I told you guys earlier in the video, I was excited about having him because he gets size at 6'2", 200 pounds, elite breakaway speed. He got like 95 speed. And look at it, box out the DB and go make the play, young fella. We love to see it. Desmond James showing up big for us there to give us the lead. 14-7. Freshman kicker drilling the extra point. Man, 1st and 10 after the kickoff. They're at the 25. We come out, kind of a five. It's supposed to be a 5-man front, and that's exactly why I stayed out there. I stayed out there. They want to work the horizontal game and the horizontal plays, and they gained 1 yard, and they said, "Let's go no huddle. Let's go no huddle, guys." And we get a nice, good job. Change the play to kind of a man coverage, man blitz, and great job by Dixon, our transfer free safety. So 3rd and 13, we have them in a true passing sets, and we're covering everything, and we get a sack. Let's go D-tackle. Let's go defensive line. We boxed him in. We cornered him in. We kept him in the pocket. Michael Hawkins is not going to beat us with his legs. Desmond Barnes said, "I got your sack, coach. I got your pressure." And we got to the quarterback. After the play by Dixon for a 3-yard loss, then we get a sack for an extra 6, 4th and 19, and they're going to punt the ball away to the most dangerous man in college football, Cross Johnson. As he crosses the defense, he cuts across the green one more time, and the speed to separate. Touchdown, Chanticleers. Listen, he almost housed the first one. At some point, goal chance. At some point, you can't keep kicking to KJ. You can't keep kicking to Cross Johnson. You got to think, man. We take a 21-7 lead. I told you guys, we are wearing the black because it's a funeral. It's a funeral. Okay? Listen, this is a personal game. It ain't business. It's personal. All right? Our first true test of the season. And we keep them outside of the 20-yard line. They're starting at the 18. They go with the handoff. Good tackle in the lane. Quist, yet again, our linebackers. I love Trey Brown from last year. But, man, I feel better about this linebacker core. Yes, he's still capable of doing this. If we do not corral him in the pocket, he is absolutely still a dangerous runner. It's 3rd and 2. Minute and 30 seconds left in the half. They're probably going to try to run it. I wouldn't be shocked. Or they want to go to a throw and wide open. And this guy was about to take off on us. Good job by the safety upfield, getting in, closing the space, and making a touchdown-saving tackle. Now we get the orbit motion. They want to go with the screen. They ran the same thing we ran because guess what, guys? We're using we're using the base of their playbook. The base. So they want to run the ball now. Go. That's a good run. That's a good run. I was in nickel, I think, and that was on me. So now they get the QB run going. I missed with Dixon. I wanted to take Michael Hawkins' head off so bad just now, but I missed. 3rd and 3. Can we get a stop here, guys? That would be great. Good job. I felt like I was right there on top of that, but that's just a really good job. And that's on me. I forgot which guy was. I had in man coverage. 14, about to be 14-21 if they nail this, which they do. They score right before the half. This is the type of plays that can change the momentum of a game, but we have 23 seconds left. Can we get the momentum back on our side? We throw the slant to Gardner. Look at him pull away from 18. Look at him pull away from that defender. We're throwing the ball very well today. Try to get some more double slant action going here, and we throw it to it's off target. He's wide open. Come on, I think that's on me. I have to listen. I was throwing with guys with 85, 86 throw power. Just to let you, Dylan Raiola has like 95, 96 right now. So it's a little different situation. You see how that ball pops off. What we say in scouting, the ball pops. It flies off his arm, off his hand. It does that. All right, we're going to try to get a screenplay here. And we only have one blocker out in space. What is going on? All right. 5 seconds left. This what looked like a promising drive. 2 bad plays, an incompletion and a failed screen, which actually lost us a yard. Put us in some doubtful situation of, I'm not throwing the Hail Mary. I'm going to go to this quick out route, hit it to Gardner, get out of bounds, leaves us with 2 seconds left on the clock. And this is a freshman from, 49? Does he nail this? And he gets it in the uprights. That's how you take back momentum before the half. Freshman kicker with the mental, right? He's got ice in his veins before halftime. Almost 50-yarder? Come on, baby. So we're heading into halftime now with a 10-point lead. Quarterback is handling everything. We're talking things through, right? My Pat Mahomes, my Patty Mahomes. Okay. Yes, I'm glad he's not doing all the Pat Mahomes things pre-snap, pre-draft. I mean pre-game, but nonetheless, you see him throw this just whistling through the air, dime, right? That punt. Listen, don't kick it to Cross Johnson. These teams are gonna learn. They gotta learn, guys. You can't kick it to my guy Cross. It's just not good business. Look at him weaving through traffic, letting blocks set up, cut back across the green, crossing the field, goes Cross Johnson, and then he pulls away because he's got breakaway speed, about 93, 94, and they can't keep up with him. They're out rushing us barely. We're definitely better in the passing game. We don't have as many third down attempts as they do, and we want to try and flip that number for them from a conversion standpoint. 1st and 10. Very close up camera angle here. We're going to pull it back a little bit. And we're going to try to run some wide zone. And we do get to the outside, but not a strong block on the outside. Plus, Tristan Glass, I can't be mad at him when he misses blocks or doesn't seal because he's a former receiver. I think he's probably going to gain more weight. Good job with the weave. Just a little uncoordinated. It's not nicely. That's the only thing I'm going to say. Right? It's not nicely, but we'll still be able to make it work. We got Tristan Glass wide open in the middle of the field. Give that linebacker, if you want a spot dropper and a guy that's going to hover and try to take away crossing patterns, give him a high-low, give him a level situation, throw it back to Tristan Glass in the flats. Nice catch and run. See how quickly he gets upfield? Love it. Love it. But yes, give that linebacker some eye candy, man. Again, we're not still learning these running back motions. And I'm so used to the shiftiness and burst of Dominic Nicely. We got to learn. We got more power, more physical backs, more densely built guys this season. So we go right back to Tristan Glass. He breaks off a tackle, gets yards after the catch and contact. Now it's 1st and 10 at the 35, at the Mountaineers 35. Do we go passing play here? Yes, we'll make some quick adjustments in hot routing and see what we can generate here. Got a lot of crossing patterns happening here because I see that they have 2 guys on my outside receiver, and then they blitz one of them, but it doesn't matter. Tristan Glass, yet again, putting us at 2nd and inches. I'm sorry. He's got 6 receptions for 106, and we run the ball with Webb. Nice cutback, and he's running, bumbling, stumbling. Long as he ain't fumbling, we're good, but a strong situation there. 1st and 10. We get the motion out. We throw it to our running back, but not a good block by Robbie. We got to get a better block there if we want to cash in on said situation there. So we get the motion here. We do have the back tight end. We're going to try to hand it off. I could have tried to throw that, but I felt like they were on top of that route. It was just hand it off, live to play another down. 3rd and 10. We make a quick formation shift, right? They still stayed in their defense, but we spread them out to the right side. Now we run the ball up the middle. Good job by the offensive line. And he falls forward for a touchdown. Is that Trayon Webb? I'm telling you guys, he may not be as shifty and as explosive as our guy Dominic Nicely, but this young man, Trayon Webb, is strong. He's densely built, and he knows how to finish runs. Good job giving us a 31-14 lead from the looks of it. And we listen, I said it was going to be a funeral. Now it's 31-14. I really like this freshman kicker. Really do. So 31-14. Now we fast forward to the fourth quarter, 5 minutes and 20 seconds left. We hand the ball off to Jaden and Jaden Hart. Nice run. Trying to get the run game, add a little bit to the stats and everything. But nonetheless, 1st and 10 from the plus 29 for the Chanticleers, guys. 1st and 10. 31-14. We hand the ball off to Trayon Webb. Good job by the linebacker, filling the alley, getting a stop, and getting a tackle. 2nd and 9. We want to run again, cut it up field. Try to run him over. He does have the ability, one of those tackling abilities, so we didn't. Great surge by the defensive line. But it's 4th and 2, and I don't care. I'm trying to break hearts out here. By time, get out to the yes. This looks like Dylan Alexander. I think we brought him back. Was able to bring him back. He didn't cost much in the NIL department. So we are here 1st and 10 inside. Well, yeah, at the 10-yard line, exact. Trying to run it inside. Our center couldn't get any movement. D-tackle stonewalled him and everything. But I do see that we have a tight end, and he's going to be wide open, trying to get the ball to him, but pressure, gets in the backfield, and hits our quarterback, Dylan Raiola. So we got Tristan Glass on the slant. We got Robbie on it, and we hit Tristan Glass. It's a little bit behind him. I got to get the passing chemistry down with Dylan Raiola and his arm strength and arm talent, but nonetheless, we take a 37-14 lead, and it's a funeral. It's a funeral. We came dressed in black because it's a funeral. Tristan Glass, what a breakout performance for the former wide receiver, new starting tight end. And I feel like he should be a mismatch creator in almost every game we face, every defense we face this season, right? So we kicked the extra point, 38-14. We have a 24-point lead. Yes, I love that. I love it. Now they get a motion here. We got two tights on the same side. They try to run the ball. Shadavian Bradley, man, he's had himself a game in the backfield. Multiple tackles for loss. I think he got a sack as well. We are on top of every route, and we're giving them nothing. 3rd and 11 after that catch and tackle. We'll play some cover one robber. I get beat on the end cut, but doesn't matter. Is that Dixon? I'm not sure what, because I got 2 white safeties. I don't know which one it is. Nope, Dixon's number 1. Either way, we get an interception, guys. That's what's really important there. I told you, I'm not worried about Hawkins as a thrower. I'm worried about his legs, and we kept his legs from being a big or being super impactful in this game. Our crowd is loving it. Nope, it's Parker Jennings. So we have an Andrew Dixon and a Parker Jennings. Names fit the faces, but these guys can play. And both of them, I'm pretty sure, are transfers. So, yeah, I think I have some time with them to continue to work on. And you know what? Why not? Let's get a touchdown for Trayon Webb. Let's extend this lead. Let's show them just a little taste. Just a little taste of their own medicine. 44-14. They haven't sniffed the end zone or scored in the second half. Minute and 24 seconds left in this game. Trayon Webb off the power toss. He just takes it in and just walks in for a touchdown, untouched. Nobody got hands on him. Didn't need anybody to get hands on him. And our freshman kicker drills this up the middle. 45-14 is the score. We go ahead and call it a day. 45-14. Chanticleers absolutely routs the West Virginia Mountaineers. I would not be shocked if this is the final season for a Michael Hawkins, but he could have one more year left. But I'll be honest, I don't care if he has another year or not. To me, it's important that we came out here and asserted our dominance. We're faster, we're stronger, we're more physical, and we're hungrier. Simple and plain. 45-14. Man, did we play a game today? Did we play an amazing game today? Total offense allowed, 172. We had over 3. We usurped them by 200 plus yards. He was 16 of 19, 1 touchdown, 1 interception for 124. The completion percentage looks great. Average yards per pass, 6.5. Joel's Gauze, 8 for 8, averaging less than a yard per carry. 1 rushing touchdown. Joe Cheek, 5'9", 162, freshman, 5 for 43. But they didn't do much else in the passing game. Nothing else. They didn't do much. Golf had it, they couldn't really get things going. Right? They had a couple tackles for loss. They did have that sack by Taylor Brown, but we had one from Desmond Baines. Desmond Barnes. We had Parker Jennings with the interception. Trayon Webb, 13 for 80 and 2 tutties. Tristan Glass, 7 for 117 in a touchdown. While also Jaden Hart with a touchdown. Desmond James also with a touchdown. So yes, we advance to the next week here to see what we have. I love this new animation. Sunbelt Offensive Player of the Week, Tristan Glass, our new tight end, 7 for 117 and a touchdown. Guys, what an episode, man. This team has gotten better. And now we get to knock off something off of our athletic director expectations. Next episode, we face off with Liberty. We got to knock Liberty off. We got to beat them by at least 7 points and get a check mark for one of those expectations. But as always, guys, I hope that you find the content actionable, entertaining, engaging, all the good things, all the good vibes that will lead you to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know in the comments your favorite part of episode, 6? Or episode 1 of year 2? Listen, I sniffed the play. I could smell the aroma of the food that was cooking, but we couldn't get inside the building. We're getting to the playoffs this year. I believe that. You see what we just did to West Virginia? We're getting in. But as always, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification. And I'm Coach Dame, and I'll see you around the way.